The man who masters himself is mightier than he who conquers a city. We live in an era where everything is fast: fast food, fast money, fast women, and fast pleasure. But behind this speed is a slow death, the silent destroyer, the unspoken killer of dreams, ambition, health, and masculinity. Uncontrolled sexual desire, the one thing that most men avoid confronting. Yet it is the very reason why they remain stuck in failure, poverty, and weakness. Let's talk about it deeply, honestly, spiritually. The illusion of freedom in lust. They tell you this is freedom. Sleep with anyone you want, watch whatever you want, enjoy your body, don't restrict yourself, live your youth, be wild, be free. But let me ask you something. Is this really freedom? Are you free when you can't focus for 10 minutes without being distracted by lust? Are you free when your energy is drained by 10 a.m.? Are you free when you're addicted to screens, chasing fake women and building nothing real? What you think is freedom is slavery. Slavery to your lower self, slavery to impulses, slavery to a system that profits when you are weak. You think you're choosing pleasure, but pleasure is choosing you. The real cost of sexual indulgence. Let's talk science for a second. Every time you watch porn or release sexually without control, your brain gets flooded with dopamine, the reward chemical. But unlike real achievements that take work, like building a business, learning a skill, hitting the gym, sexual pleasure is instant and it teaches your brain. Why work when you can feel good for free? Over time, your brain becomes numb to real joy. Books seem boring. Work feels hard. Conversations feel dull. You become lazy, foggy, unfocused, and unmotivated. Your spirit dies slowly, and you don't even notice. The spiritual side, your seed is sacred. In many ancient traditions, Islamic, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, sexual energy was considered sacred. They believed that your seed, your sexually fluid, carries life, power, and divine energy. It is not just biology, it's spirit. When you waste it, you are not just wasting a fluid, you're wasting focus, energy, creativity, mental clarity, spiritual alignment. That's why people who practice semen retention or celibacy for a time report more confidence, stronger presence, deeper voice, sharper thinking, better emotional control, even spiritual awakening. Because they are holding in the most powerful force within a man, his life force. The path of the weak versus the path of the warrior. Let's be brutally honest. The average man today wakes up and checks Instagram or TikTok, sees a girl shaking her body, feels aroused, ends up watching porn, feels drained and ashamed, promises to stop tomorrow, and repeats the same cycle. This is not a man. This is a boy in a grown up man's body. Now compare that to a warrior, the one who wakes up before dawn, meditates, works out, builds his empire, learns, reads, grows. He feels urges, but he channels them. He doesn't run from his desire, he doesn't suppress them, he transforms them into power. Because warrior doesn't seek comfort, they seek purpose. Now, what does porn do to your soul? Porn is a drug, more addictive than cocaine, more damaging than alcohol, but worse because it hides in your pocket, your browser, your room, and it slowly kills the soul. Here is what it does: trains you to see woman as object, not soul, makes you addicted to novelty, No woman will ever be enough. Makes real intimacy difficult. Disconnects your heart from your body. Breeds guilt, shame, and weakness. Opens the door to anxiety, depression, and addiction. But worst of all, it makes you comfortable with a fake life. You start living in fantasy, and that destroys your ability to create reality. From lust to legacy. You weren't created to chase pleasure. You were created to build, to protect, to read, to lead, to rise. Every great man in history, from spiritual leaders to billionaires to athletes, they all had discipline. Not because they didn't feel desire, but because they respected it enough to control it. Control doesn't mean suppression, it means redirection. Feel the urge, go hit the gym. Feeling weak, open a book. Feeling empty, write, meditate, pray. Feeling horny, create a product. Build something, speak your truth. Don't kill the desire, just give it a higher purpose. Turn lust into legacy. Let's stop pretending. This addiction is not small. It is not harmless. It is not just a phase. It is a trap that has stolen millions of men's potential, including yours. But you can break it, not in one day, but through decision, discipline, and daily work. Block the sites, leave the toxic accounts, don't sleep with just anyone. Respect your seed, rebuild your mind. You don't need more women. You need more willpower. You don't need more porn. You need more purpose. Become dangerous, become focused, become sacred again. This is your reminder. You were not born to be a slave to your impulses. You are born to lead, to grow, to protect, to create, to inspire. Control your desires, and the world will feel your power. Let your discipline be your identity. Let your energy be your weapon. Let your purpose be your pleasure. Because when you control yourself, nothing can control you. This is Bilal Hamza. If this message moved your spirit, share it with a brother who needs it. Don't just listen, transform. Because the world needs men who are fully awake, men who choose self mastery over self destruction. Until next time, stay focused, stay powerful, stay dangerous. Peace and love, Hamza.